Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Excuse Excuse me. Hi. Good morning, Christina. Hello, Brown Eyes. How is everybody? Why, Christina? What's up? If you don't want to say it on here, that's okay. Good morning, Pippi. Pippi, I saw your message. I will be getting back with you here in just a bit. Good morning, Crystal. Hey, Christy. We are okay right now. Wednesday night was bad. Like, I will just be so honest. It was very bad. We had 7 tornado warnings. Yesterday we had some pretty rough storms, but it wasn't too bad. And then we have a chance today, but we're going to be fine. Oh, Christina. I'm so sorry. I will be praying for you to get rest mentally and physically, but I will also be praying for your mom to have fast healing with whatever it is that she's going through. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Ivy. Yeah, Crystal, it was real bad. I know, Amanda. From Arkansas to Missouri to Kentucky to Tennessee, like, we were just not in good shape. Hey, Sherry. I did, Crystal. I did see Selmer. It's heartbreaking. It's not good. Excuse me. I'm getting very frustrated. Here, maybe this is it. Good morning, Kick Rocks. Good morning, Pumpkin. Good morning, Cece. Yeah, it's been raining off and on here very hard. Oh, Crystal, I also have a couple of people that are in Selmer, and luckily I've been able to make contact and they're okay, but it's a lot. I'm giving it a moment because I'm going to see if anybody else joins, but there's something that I want to address this morning. I'm not going to go too deep into it because, you know, I hear people say all the time, don't run with something until you know all of the facts. I hear people say all the time, don't make assumptions until you know all the facts. Yet, I'm being sent things this morning of people making assumptions about my engagement, conversation, interaction with Boss Lady's daughter. So we're going to clear some things up on that this morning. I will say, right from the get-go, I have always been a person who says leave children out of it. And I continue to do that. However, there's a difference with bringing children into something and giving someone a listening ear, but not allowing it to go further than that. I'm so sick and tired of. Listen, if you have something to say about how I'm handling a situation, come to me. Don't make posts with your indirect statements. Come to me. And for people to be individuals that make those same types of exact statements, but then they make indirect posts, it's not cute. And I'm not here to talk bad about anybody, and I'm not here to diss anyone or argue with anyone, because I'm just not with that anymore on this app. But the assumptions that have been made and the things that have been sent to me by people that I actually had respect for is wild to me. Rose, if you can even hear this, TikTok is lagging for everyone that's not in boxes in general. And the only way to fix it is sometimes you can leave and come back, and that'll help, but not always. I agree, Crystal. Yes, Tatted. And I don't want to get into a big old story with it again, because I made my stance on the situation clear last night. Right, Princess Peach? I just think, one, if you have a problem with the way that I am handling a situation, come to me. We can talk about it like respectable adults. Literally. But don't make an indirect post. Just don't do it. Good morning, Muppy. Good, I'm glad. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Lappy Tappy. I'm tired this morning, but I have so much to do. I am working today. I have so much to do. I had to get myself up. Yeah, I don't understand it, Crystal. I don't. Good morning, Angela. So, I'm not going to be on here long. I'm not. And typically, I would just go straight to the person with this, because that's what we should do, right? But clearly, they don't want to have a one-on-one conversation with me, or they would have came to me directly. First and foremost, do not run around telling people to stop making assumptions and running with things until they have the facts, if you are going to make assumptions and run with things without having the facts. 2, if you have an issue with the way that I am handling a situation, come to me directly. I'm not going to get mad. And the thing about it is, I've had multiple conversations with this person enough times to where they know they can come to me. We can talk about it respectfully as adults. So why these indirect posts are being made and sent to me is crazy. 3, I've always been a person that says to leave kids out of it, and I stand on that. Kids have nothing to do with this, especially when they're not on this app. However, I made it clear when Boss Lady's daughter reached out to me that I was there as a listening ear and nothing else, because I didn't want to get deep into that. I made it clear that what other people choose to do is on them. I can't control anybody else. And I also made it clear that if this individual did not contact Villain and take the resource, that I would no longer be engaging, because I don't want any part of it. I don't want to be deep into that. I just don't want to deal with it. for many different reasons. But to say that I am bringing kids into something because somebody reached out to me, because I gave them a listening ear twice, because I stood on the fact that I would not be giving anybody any money, because I referred said person to one specific individual who tends to have lots of resources to help people in certain situations. If that is me bringing kids into it, then that's wild. If the fact that I said, regardless of how I feel about Boss Lady, no matter what that person tells me, meaning her child, that I would not be bringing those things to the app, if that is me bringing children into it, then that is wild to me. And again, the person who made this post, I'm not going to drop names, y'all. And chances are, if you follow this person, you'll end up seeing their post and you'll know. But I'm literally not here to badmouth anyone. I'm not here to drag anyone. Like I said, I actually have respect for this person. I've had some really great conversations on the back end with this person about things that they may not agree with that I'm doing. And we talk about it maturely and respectfully, which is why it bothers me so bad that they thought that they were going to make such an indirect post instead of coming to me. When are we all going to start handling things like adults? And then there is one other person that commented on this post. And I am so sick and tired of hearing what's good for one is not good for the other. What one person is held to is not held. If you have a problem with me, please come to me directly. I'm being so for real. We are freaking adults. I am turning 35 this year. I can have a conversation with you if you don't like me and you want to point out the things that you don't like and you want to talk about it. I can have that conversation with you without raising my voice. I can have that conversation with you without being disrespectful. We can talk about it. It was not Mandy. Because here's the thing. You want to talk all this smack about me and whoever else that you talk about. But take a moment and sit back and rewatch your own live streams. Because there's a lot of hypocrisy happening on this app. A lot of hypocrisy. I'm not going to say who, y'all, because again, I'm not trying to drag anyone. I'm just speaking facts. That's all that I'm doing. Have I done hypocritical things on this app? Probably. We all have. But the difference is I can own that shit. But those of you that are consistently saying what's good for the goose isn't good for the gander, what's good for one person isn't good for the other, just so you know, multiple people have also noticed hypocritical behaviors in your lives too. Guess what? We're not perfect. None of us are perfect. We're humans and we're going to make mistakes. But stop screaming hypocrites, hypocrites, hypocrites when you're pulling the same type of fucking behavior. Reaper, I didn't even see you in here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Y'all, I just don't want to drag anyone's name. You know what I mean? I don't. Because, again, I have respect for the person that made this post. I'm so upset because I have had so many conversations with this person on the back end where we talk about things that maybe we do that each other doesn't disagree with. And we have those conversations maturely and like adults. But then you go and make this indirect post that is clearly towards me. But it's also obvious you don't have all the facts. So you're doing exactly what you tell people not to do. Have mercy. I'm glad that your power came back on, Barry. And if you feel the need to hold a whole live about me later tonight and indirectly drag me, do what you gotta do, boo. I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? I meant it when I said I'm taking my platform back. I meant it when I said I'm not doing this back and forth bullshit anymore. I will say my thoughts and then I will move the fuck on. If you don't like it, that's okay. Oh man, Reaper, Wednesday night we had 7 tornado warnings just in my county. We had a tornado 10 to 15 miles from me coming at 2 different directions. It was like we were smack dab in the middle. It was wild. And then we had round 2 yesterday and round 3 today. I'm over it. I didn't work yesterday and I didn't work Wednesday, but I gotta work today. I have. Hey, Sarah Smile. I have seen something like it before, but where I live, that's kind of what happens. I've had worse before. We have, but it was still bad. Heck yeah, Erica, I'm copyrighted. I love you too, Green Eyes, and I'm okay. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not that serious. I just think that normally I would have just scrolled by, but I think the reason why it bothered me so much, like I said, is because I've had conversations with this individual on the back end where we've been able to talk about things like this maturely and respectfully together as adults. But this indirect post bullshit, it's immature as fuck to me. If you have a problem with someone, drop their name and go to them directly. I don't have a problem with this person. I like this person. I have respect for this person, which is why I'm choosing not to drop their name. But I just needed to vent, I think, more than anything else. That's all it is. Good morning, Tina from Virginia. Thank you, Tina. It's all going to be all right. At the end of the day, I will end up reaching out to this person, direct message, because we've always done that. But like I said, I needed to vent. That's funny, Insanity. I got a lot of people with that April Fool's joke. People are still commenting on it. And I was at one time replying back to them. Have a good day, Crystal. Hey, Kimberly. Thank you, Chada. I was replying back to people saying, hey, look at the next video. This is an April Fool's joke. But it got to the point where I can't keep commenting back. So I guess some people are just going to think that. I started to delete the video, but I like having it there because then it'll be on my on this day next year. Who is Lexi? Isn't that Puppet Lady? Thank you for the hi, April. I'm going to be honest, Reaps. I don't agree with that puppet stuff. I don't know who the Lexi person, but I don't like the puppet stuff. I stay away from it. You know what I mean? I actually think I might have them blocked. I might not. I don't know. But I don't like to see it. Good morning, Jessica Jane. It is what it is. Of course, because that's what people do. They make assumptions. I have no idea Adele's Nana. Y'all, I genuinely haven't watched Lisa in months and months and months. I haven't watched Lisa since she was taken in for the hold. Thank you, Sarah. You be safe as well, and I hope you have a fantastic Friday. Thank you, Jessica Jane, for the TGIFs, because that's what you should do. Thank you, Cheryl, for the Jester Cats. You should go to that person directly and have a conversation. Good morning, Jesse. Yeah, I can't watch her, y'all. It's way too triggering for me. It just really takes me back to my dad, and it's funny because that's initially why I started watching her, but it got to the point I couldn't. But I don't even know if I told you this, Reaper. You know, it was crazy. Jess came into my live the other day, or yesterday, but what you just said made me think of it. When I messaged Jess to tell her about Lisa lying about Thaddy unaliving, what she was worried about, first and foremost, was she was worried that Lisa doing that was going to be triggering for me because of my dad. Like, she is the most selfless person I have ever met in my life. She was more worried about me than the fact that her own sister, I mean, she's used to it, I guess, because that's what Lisa does. I see you in here, villain. I'm calling you out. I see you in my viewers list. But I know you're probably
about to say that.
Yeah.
About Jess.
Oh yeah, she's so selfless, and it made me feel sad that her worry was me, and if I was triggered, but
Yeah.
and that's how she is.
She's probably the only normal one out of that whole family.
Yeah.
I feel bad. She keeps, people keep trying to drag her into everything, and it's sad.
It is. It is.
But I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Y'all, I'm going to be honest. I probably shouldn't have called Billin out like that. She may not even realize she's in my live because it's early for her to be awake. So
I know, right?
She may just have her phone running. I don't know.
Good morning, villain. Wakey, eggs and bakey.
She's probably, if she is awake, she's probably like, y'all better shut the fuck up, bitches.
I know, right? She's got one eye open following the gingerbread man on the screen.
Oh, speaking of, I have a text from her and I have to look. I can't look at it while I'm on live, I don't think. But it's funny. It's a video and I hope it's not her cussing me out. Why the fuck would you do that? No, villain wouldn't do that.
No, she wouldn't.
No, Jess did not make the obituary. Jess has nothing to do with that shit. The only reason I told Jess was because Reaper wanted her to be ahead of it before it went out publicly to the internet.
Right.
But now Reaper can just tell her herself because
Oh yeah, we've been talking. She's like, we're good.
Yeah, I'm glad that it played out the way that it did because she was so confused. She was like, why wouldn't Reaper just tell me her? I was like, listen, I don't know, but I will tell her that you said she can reach out to you anytime and then y'all can go through it from there.
Well, I mean, people are constantly reaching out to her. And the last thing I wanted to do was be one of those people.
Right. Well, you'll just make me be one of those people. No, I'm just kidding. Me and Jess talk. We talk.
That's why I said something to you.
Yeah.
When you said something to me about it. There she is.
There's Villain. Good morning, Villain. Villain, I had to go on a whole rant this morning.
She sure did.
Well, I mean,
I still don't know what the rant was about.
I'm not going to name names. I just think it's ridiculous. People don't have all the facts.
Right.
So they're just talking in circles.
Good morning.
Good morning. Sorry I called you out like that.
No, you're good. I'm digging for something. What happened now?
So I will message you who it was on the back end, but I got sent a post of someone's that clearly was directed towards the boss lady daughter situation, saying everybody's always talking about leaving kids out of it, but then this situation is no different. Basically saying that
kid came to us.
Exactly. And nobody, it's not like, like they don't get it. I gave this kid a listening ear. I sent this kid to you because you have a lot of resources. I'm not worried about it. I just think it's shady because these are the same people that are constantly saying don't run with stuff without knowing the facts.
Yeah, it's It's probably people that don't know what it's like to be hit up by people that from fucking left field.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we sought her out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Completely different.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I'm digging. Raggedy, you got my text?
I did get a text from you. I haven't got
Did it
to look
come
at it
through or
yet.
no?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, no, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure it came through because it's from my old device. So sometimes that's wonky, you know?
Yeah, I got it.
How is everybody?
I'm
Tired.
good. Of course, Clover. Mandy's talking
Beautiful.
about it.
Is
Oh,
it really?
is that who it was?
No, no, it wasn't Mandy. It was
Oh.
actually someone that I'm shocked because we go to each other directly all the time, you know, and have conversations like adults. But now indirect posts are being
Right,
made. I mean, it
right,
is what it is. This is not my first rodeo.
right.
Of course, you're giggling,
Everybody's
Kat.
Facts.
copyrighted now. I gotta finish that
Facts. Can you,
that fair use video I'm working on. It'll be up today.
everybody's copywritten now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
no, I love it.
It'll
Oh,
be
you're
up
good.
today so that Lori and Gabby and the rest of
I
them can be
will.
educated on the Fair Use Act.
I can't believe she's still going thinking that she's copywritten. Like, that's crazy to me.
Tell me you don't do research without telling me you don't do research.
Uh-huh.
Right? And aren't you
Y'all,
a
I'm not
content
shocked.
creator? It's weird
If
to
what
me.
she does, if what she does is
Who's a
what you want to
content
call
creator?
content.
Gabby,
Not Gabby.
she claims to
Okay.
be a content creator, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Claims to be,
So,
yeah.
how do you not know about fair use?
What did this person just say? Gee, ask her printer if it's copying right. What? I cannot.
I don't know. All right, I just wanted to say hey because I can't, I wasn't able to dig through my phone and pay attention.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right, have a good day, y'all.
You too. I'll talk to you
too.
later. Bye.
All right, have a good day.
You too. Bye. And y'all,
Yeah,
I see y'all in the
damn
chat. I'm not shocked that Mandy is talking about this situation.
Ugh.
Mandy does that even when she doesn't have the facts. And listen, people are going to talk. I get that, but
Mhm.
it's just the who it was is why I was like, what the fuck. But at the end of the day, you know, Villain is right. These people are. I'm not going to say that they're new, but they are somewhat new, and they haven't been dealing with things like this long enough to know what it's like. Like she said, to have people come at you like that out of left field. It's you don't know how you would handle that situation until you've been in it.
Right.
Good morning, son. It's just wild, but it's fine. It is what it is. I'll have a conversation with the person and then I will move on.
Oh, well, Adele's Nana. If that's how, I mean, if that's all she said, then
Well, Accountability Buddy said she was in there talking about it, and I mean, I kind of trust his word, but
yeah.
it just depends on when you went into the live, what she may have said, but I'm not worried about it.
I'm not either.
Mandy's gonna be Mandy.
I just know people need to chill out.
Yeah, I saw that convo, Kat. I'm glad that you were open-minded. There's not really anything to recap, homegirl. I just wish people would have all of the facts before they made assumptions. That's all. I don't want to dive back into it and respin it over and over and over and over
Yeah.
because I just don't want to give it that much attention.
I don't blame you.
Are you doing any live? No, don't be sorry, homegirl. Don't be sorry. You didn't do anything. I will post my live replay on YouTube
Yay.
later anyway, so
Oh, yeah. Then everybody will get caught up.
yeah. Are you doing any lives this weekend?
Sunday.
Sunday?
Yep.
Oh, Jessica Jane was thinking the same thing as me. Chrissy, I love your face. I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, usually I'm thinking about switching it up to like maybe Wednesday evenings. I noticed a difference when I go live on Sundays. and even on Mondays. And then when I went live on Wednesday, this Wednesday, maybe it was just the topic, why there was so much more people in there. But maybe people are just like relaxing and chilling on Sunday and they don't want to be on YouTube.
I I think it's a little of both. So I know that anytime the topic has to do with LR, it's going to bring in numbers, right?
Right.
But also, some people, like you said, like they know Monday they have to go to work. They're just chilling, they're resting and relaxing. I know Sundays are sometimes a little bit challenging for me, but almost
Mm-hmm.
every night can be challenging for me with my schedule. I say what works best for you. The replays are up regardless,
Oh, yeah,
so
that's true. I just feel bad because a lot of people miss it on Sundays. I got way more people that on Sundays I go through the comments afterwards and they're like, "Oh, I missed it." And on Wednesday there was like maybe 2 people that missed it. So that's why I was like, okay, maybe Wednesdays are more doable for people.
maybe. I have no idea, Christy. Y'all, when I tell you I have not been keeping up with stuff, I swear I have not. I didn't get on the app hardly none last night. I got on it a couple of times yesterday. And then last night, once I dropped out of Sparkly Jennifer's box, I put the phone down and I crocheted all night.
Right.
I'm not spending all of that time trying to keep up. You can never keep up.
Wait, somebody said that TikTok's going away on Saturday.
It's so here's what I have heard. Trump did say out of his own mouth, if a sale does not take place, have a good day, Kat. If a sale does not take place, he has the right to extend it. However, I don't think that he can do the extension until the day of.
Right.
I don't know how that works, but Amazon is trying, like they have a lot of people trying to buy it, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think China's going to sell. I think that the only
No.
way that they will sell is if they sell straight to somebody like Trump with the agreement that they can keep the algorithm, which I would be okay with because I like their algorithm.
Right.
But I agree, Jessica Jane. I
I
just don't,
agree.
I don't know. Hey, I'm on Clapper now. I don't like Clapper a whole lot, but I'm there, and everybody knows that I'm on YT. So, and I've got a great community on YT. I will miss TikTok. Don't get me wrong. I will absolutely miss it. There's a lot of things about TikTok that no other app has that I really do enjoy and have fun with. But at the end of the day, if it goes away, it was meant to happen.
I love the chat. I promise not to uninstall it this time, just in case it comes back in 10 hours again.
Listen, you better not. You should have tried the trick that I was screaming.
It wouldn't work with Android.
Listen, I don't want Elon Musk to buy it, y'all. Right, Janelle?
Exactly. Yeah. I.
Listen, if she deletes it again, I'm going to have to find my old phone and just send it to her because I cannot.
I promise not to. I learned. I was so excited that it was finally gone.
I know, and I was about to say, but at the end of the day, y'all, like anybody that knows Reaper and follows Reaper, you know, she's hardly ever on this app anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I announced that there's a new video over on my home base. And I've been giving, well, this morning I gave Lori a message on my page, just letting her know that I'm, gonna help her learn some education.
yeah. I am so tired. I do not want to work today, but I have to. I've been off the last 2 days, but not by choice.
Yeah, but we've had to stay awake like all night and all day because of these tornado alarms going off.
I know.
It's like everybody else wants to sleep, so Tara gets to stay up and wait for alarm so I can wake everybody up.
Facts. That is me. I saw that Kick Rocks. That was disgusting.
Oh, I missed it. I'm glad I missed it.
I want to do something fun this weekend on live, but I just don't know. It depends on the energy that I have. I don't even know if the app's going to be here. He does not do good, Kaylin. He barked all night Wednesday night. It was like I woke up Thursday with a massive headache. But I I know I'll be going live at some point tonight. I don't know when. I don't know what I'm going to do. But if the app is around tomorrow, I'm going to try and think of something fun that we can do that we could do live up until right at the time where it says that it's going to go down. So
Oh,
we'll
that's
see.
tomorrow, not next
Yeah.
Saturday.
No, it's tomorrow, the 5th.
Oh, I thought it was next Saturday.
Mm-mm. I liked Trivia Kick Rocks, but listen, y'all, so everybody, most people know Ringo broke my brand new laptop. I had a laptop. He has this really heavy, he's barking like crazy. Hey, Septum. He has this really heavy duty rubber type toy, like it's very heavy, and he dropped it on the corner of the screen, and the inside of the screen broke. So I bought
Oh.
a refurbished laptop. It was less than 200 bucks. It was just a little small rose gold HP laptop.
Mhm.
And I've had nothing but trouble since I got it. I've tried virus scans, I've tried doing updates. It just lags and freezes, and it's not good. And because it was refurbished, I can't return it. So
Right.
now I'm just kind of, I got my phone, I got my iPad, but my iPad's hardly ever charged. It's just a lot. Maybe I'll charge my iPad. Maybe we'll do some type of game. We'll see.
Well, at some point, I can get on the phone with you and talk you through a few steps that may be able to fix that.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that because I need my laptop. I wanted to go back to school and I was going to start April 17th, but now I'm going to have to push that back to a later date because I have to have, like, they've already sent me a laptop when I initially rolled in with this college because this is where I got my associate's and bachelor's degree with,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not going to send me a whole nother laptop, which is fine.
Right.
I can take care of it myself. It's just going to be a little while.
Yeah. I mean, we can try it. I used to do tech support, so um, I can walk you through a few things.
Well, we will try it. Like I said, I've done all the software update. Well, actually, some of the software updates, they start and then they won't go through.
Yeah.
But I've cleared everything out. It's been completely factory reset. It's done multiple types of virus scans. I have gone into the settings, and just kind of looked through and made sure there weren't any firewalls or anything like that that could be calling
Right.
it. Of course, Chrissy, just like a big part of why I've been trying to go live and be goofy and positive and all of that this week is because I wanted you to have that distraction. But a lot of us need that distraction. But what you said to me last weekend in that box really stuck with me, and I appreciate you saying those things. I want to give you that outlet. I want to give everybody that outlet. Yeah, we'll do
Okay.
that. I
Okay.
will call
I
you
gotta
either
jump off
tonight.
though because I gotta log in.
Yeah, I gotta get busy too. I'm gonna have to end. I love your face, Reaper. I hope you have a good
Love
day.
you. You too.
Bye.
I'll text you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, guys, I gotta use the bathroom and then I gotta get busy too. I have a training from 12 to 4, and in between that time, I have to do all of my prep work for my 5-week training class that starts on Monday. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Dorlinda, for the hand heart. I love you, Christy. I appreciate you guys listening to me vent. I appreciate you guys not pressing me for a name and being respectful. I appreciate you guys just always being here to hang out. If nobody has told you today, I'm so incredibly proud of you and you are freaking worth it. And I hope you all have a wonderful Friday. Love you guys. Bye.